Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Friday, it's August 26th of 2022, and we've got lots of updates from some Princess cruise ships as well as lots of other information that I think you all will find really helpful. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I want to let you all know that the Emerald Princess set sail yesterday from Southampton. She's going on a British Isles cruise, and we do have some Let's Go family members on board, as well as my sister and her husband. So we do have some updates. And so first of all, my sister said, I thought it was really good news, arriving in Heathrow, that it was 100% better than it had been when they were there at the end of June. I don't know if you recall, or if you're new here, they were on the Island Princess sailing that went, I believe it was on June 29th. It was a couple of weeks, went up to the Baltics and everything. That when they were there then, it was indeed, luggage was piled everywhere. It was really not going very smoothly, but she said this time they got their luggage in 20 minutes. All the luggage that had been piled everywhere is gone. Everything seems to be going much more smoothly. She also said that when they got to the ship, it was about that there are about 3,000 passengers on board, and so it sounds like they are off to a great cruise, and so I'm really excited to hear that. We also have our Let's Go family member Larry, who has been having like really the trip of a lifetime, just spent all this time in Paris, and now they have also boarded the Emerald Princess yesterday, and he also let me know, I love this, they had a lovely dinner in the Da Vinci dining room. They had club class dining, and their wait staff is going to be great, he said. Now he did let me know that when they were at check-in to board the ship, he said that as they were getting there, just one person asked them if they had been tested within the last 72 hours, and they said yes, and it's negative, and that was it. That was all there was to do with testing and embarkation there. And so it sounds like that's going really smoothly. So I hope everyone has a great cruise. I hope all of you have a great cruise, whatever ship you're on or that you have got a cruise booked for. Now we also have the Enchanted Princess has sailed out of Southampton as well, and she's our Let's Go family member Zanetta is on board. She said that they took the Princess Transfer, and I do have a video all about Princess Transfers, and so I'll ask Gordon to link it below so that you can watch it if you're not familiar with Princess Transfers, because they are wonderful. So anyway, they took the Princess Transfer, they left Heathrow at 9:30 in the morning. They got to the port there in Southampton at 10:50, so it was just an hour and 20-minute ride. She said they just showed their passports, vaccination cards, and medallions, and were asked if they had taken a COVID test within the last 3 days and what were the results. She says as you leave that check-in station right there where you show them that, they asked to look at your medallion, and if you are elite, she said then you go ahead, if you are elite, you go into a separate line with 2 dedicated security stations, and everyone else was just asked to wait until they then once they got all the elites through, then they called the platinums and the rest of the passengers that were there waiting. So everything that I have heard is that the embarkation process is going very smoothly there at Southampton. So I am really excited about that. I hope everyone has a wonderful cruise. So the next update that I've got for you is it has to do with the announcement that I made yesterday regarding how Princess had changed their protocols. And so as I was reading all of this to you, you might have noticed, as did I, that not only were they saying that we could do self-tests, a bunch for unvaccinated cruisers, but they also took away, there is nowhere in these, the vaccination requirements by region, nowhere does it talk about that requirement that we had heard in the initial announcement, that it was going to be like if a voyage was 15 nights or less, you would have to do the COVID test if you were unvaccinated. If it was 60 nights or longer, everyone was going to have to do a COVID test. Those qualifiers are gone. They don't mention the length of the cruise anymore. They only mentioned, as I mentioned yesterday, if it has enhanced requirements, and those enhanced requirements just apply to the places where you would be sailing that have their own rules. And so that would include Canada and Greece right now. They have their own set of requirements. And so I just wanted to point that out to everybody. Now, I don't know if they accidentally left that out or if that's truly gone. And so I am hoping that as we inch closer to September 6th with Princess, we will hear a little bit more on that. because that makes a really big difference on a lot of testing for people. And if you are wondering about the back-to-back testing requirements, listen to my video from yesterday, and I'll have Gordon link it somewhere here so that you can watch it if you want, or else it'll be under this one. But that was really valuable information, and so there's that. The other thing that I wanted to make sure that everybody knows is that on those sailings for Canada, they still require, as of right now, they want you to have your test proctored. They are not offering self-tests yet, so just make sure that you are aware of that. I had a question from someone here and in the comments yesterday, which was very indicative of a lot of questions that I am getting right now. And let's see, they asked, so they are going to be sailing from Vancouver on October 18th, and they need to be tested, but where do you do that? And so this has been something that we have all been worrying about the whole time here, that we have been having testing due. And so always just remember, if you're new around here, I have videos all about testing, but remember that you can order those EMET or Optum tests. If you're from the United States, take them with you. Do it with a video call with a healthcare provider online. You can also go to somewhere local there. I know that in Vancouver, you can sign up with DocGo, DocGo.com, and do your test that way, and they're $60. And then there are also other pharmacies around. I know it's getting a little bit harder in some places to find those, just simply because testing is not required as much as it used to be. But I know that DocGo is still listed as a great resource if you need to have a test before you embark, and that they do it right there. The other thing that I would tell you, if you are going to be in Vancouver for so many days that you will, you'll be there longer than to be able to do that test with the antigen test within 2 days before you leave your home, I would just call my hotel and ask them if they have any recommendations on where to be tested. I know the Fairmont hotels there offer testing. It is expensive, but they have it. And so just keep things like that in mind where you're going. Now, the other thing that I want to talk to you about is this new program that Princess just announced, that they are going to allow people, passengers, to bid on upgraded staterooms. So say you're booked in a balcony and you're like, well, if I could get a mini suite or a suite for a little bit less than it would cost to book it, then I would like to give it a try. And so yesterday we got to have a call about how that's going to work, and I honestly think that probably as it gets going we will know a little bit more about that. So if you try it, if you've got a sailing coming up, it's going to start for sailings that are October 1st and after, let me know how it works for you. We would all really like to know. So they said that first of all, in order to be able to do it, they are going to send you an email inviting you to be able to do it if you are booked on one of these cruises, or if you have a travel agent, your travel agent can bid for you using Polar Online, which is Princess's booking system that travel agents use. And so if you want to do that, you can do that. It says that you can bid on an ocean view, a balcony, a deluxe balcony, a mini suite, or a full suite, and they will end up being highly discounted, but not $1. They made that qualifier. And it says, first of all, like I said, you're going to have your booking number and your last name in order to do it. It's open to United States and Canadian guests for now. Like I said, you're going to get that email invite. And then also, they said that the winning bids, as soon as they are accepted, you will be notified if you received it. And it says that even if you are in a group, like if you are going to be going on one of Gordon and I's group cruises and you want to go ahead and try to bid for an upgraded stateroom, you can do that. And so it sounds like pretty much however it is you're sailing, whether you're sailing by yourself or in a group, you are eligible to go ahead and bid on one of those cabins. And also you can change your bid, like if you're like, oh, maybe I should bid a little more, I want that cabin more than I thought I did, or if you change your mind and you don't want to bid anymore, you can change your bid or withdraw your bid clear up until it is accepted. And they didn't really give a time frame on how soon it would be accepted, so I don't know if it's going to be a couple of days before you sail or a little bit longer or the day of. That's going to be something else that will be really valuable if any of you can share that with us. Maybe I will try bidding on an upgrade for our cruise. Well, I don't know though. That I was thinking about doing it on the The Love Boat Cruise, that's not a group cruise, of course. That's just coming up on October 22nd, but I happen to know that ship is very full. And the group cruise that we've got going for the Total Eclipse Cruise, it's not until April 3rd of 2024, but that ship is filling up very quickly too. And so I don't know what there will be available, but I think it's worth a try, because you know what? People cancel, they have things come up, and then cabins become available that aren't available right now. So there's always a really good option. So I would say that if you want to bid on a stateroom, even if it's on a ship that you know is really quite full, I would go ahead and put a bid out there, because you never know, at the last minute someone might have to cancel that's got a suite, and your bid just might get accepted, or whatever cabin category that you want. So I hope that yeah, I'm just really excited to hear about this from all of you, and I hope that those of you that want to try a better cabin will go ahead and give it a whirl. I think it's a really great idea. I know there's other cruise lines that do this as well, and so I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, if any of you have, oh, you know what, the other thing that I wanted to make sure that everybody knows about is I continue to get so many questions about testing to go on Greek cruises. Just remember to look at your itinerary. And if you are going to end up in Greece, or you're going to leave from Greece, or you're going to visit any Greek island or Greek place, you are going to need to follow their testing guidelines. So whether you are sailing from Rome, or from Venice, or from wherever, if you are going to visit Greece, you are going to need to make sure that you do that antigen test with in person with the medical provider. The antigen test 2 days and the PCR test 3 days. Just make sure that you're prepared for that so that you don't miss out. And if any of you are sailing there right now, let me know what the protocols are looking like. If you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, if they make you test again before you arrive in Greece, we would all love to know. And if you're sailing on any ship right now, we would love to hear how it's going. I hope you all are having a wonderful time, and I hope everyone at home is having a beautiful summer. If you haven't subscribed yet, we would love to have you with us, so please do subscribe. In fact, we need to have you with us. And if you appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up? Thank you so very much. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.